kind of reminds me of like the old school medical quackery. Hey everybody, it's me. Want to talk a little bit about today something that actually I got an email invitation to attend this demonstration of a electromagnetic device that's supposed to help with your MS fatigue and MS nerve pain.
It's got so many unique features to it.
You know, I did some research on it and saw what they were saying about it, and I just, there's a couple of red flags that popped up for me anyhow. And one of those is we're FDA approved. Well, okay, they may be FDA approved for a class 2 medical device, but you can't make any specific health claims for it because it's not tested, in a clinical trial stage. They may have a lot of anecdotal stories.
An argument from personal experience is an interesting one, because for the person who's had the experience, it's remarkably compelling, but for the majority of everybody else, it's borderline insane.
My wife has MS, and here's what she says about it after using it for a year or whatever. Well, there's a lot of anecdotal stories, could be, but that's different than clinical stories or clinical trial results. It just reminds me of something that was the big craze 10 years ago. Do you remember CCSVI? A lot of people touted it as a cure for MS, and that kind of became the prevailing attitude. It was a cure for MS, and well, they had a lot of anecdotal stories, none of them in the clinical trial stages at first. And then the clinical trials happened, and a bunch of them happened. Well, guess what? They failed, and they failed them all miserably. So they can't say that anymore, and then they go back to the anecdotal stories because they can't use clinical trials because it's been debunked 10 ways to Sunday. So that was a red flag to me back then. Another one is the cost. This thing that I got an invitation to, and I'm not even going to mention the brand name because why? You look at the brochure and it has all kinds of official looking stuff. Dig a little deeper and see what's behind that. It's a red flag, of course. And another red flag, the cost. This electromagnetic mat or something that you're supposed to lay on costs anywhere between $4,000 and $7,000.
Every person you're on the phone with, they want to get rich, and they want to get rich quickly.
For what? Like CCSVI, I think initially it cost $10,000 to get that vein roto-rooter procedure or something. No, and people had it 1, 2, 3 times, whatever, thousands of dollars. Big red flag. I'm looking at like this medical device. The only thing that I could see it doing for me is making my, let me back up. Yeah, I was going to make a joke about weight loss. Well, it'll make my wallet really thin. That's the only advantage I can see. Of course, I haven't tried it. Even so, it kind of reminds me of like the old school medical quackery.
He's what's generally referred to as a quack doctor.
Mom, a quack is a quack, whether he comes from the South Seas or lives right here in the city.
snake oil stuff. CCSVI is one of those. And I think this mat, electromagnetic mat, falls under the medical quackery devices. That's my opinion. So